For more information about Delmar Now, log on to www.delmar.edu/now. If you have questions, comments, or suggestions to help us improve Delmar Now, send an email to now@delmar.edu.
Our final guest this evening is not only a Hall of Fame inductee, but also a political science major. I'm pleased to introduce Robin Young. Robin, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
First of all, Phi Theta Kappa is an international honor society. You're the president of the Delmar College chapter. What does it mean to you to be involved in this organization?
Well, when I first got invited, I wasn't quite sure of myself. And I actually called you because you're the advisor.
Right.
And I said, is the invitation a mistake? And then I ended up going to the orientation, decided to get involved because my foster parents, who were all about studying and everything, don't bother to join any student organizations. As soon as I mentioned that one, they were like, go. So that's what clinched it for me. But so when I went to the orientation and things, and they said that they were going to do officer elections the next meeting, I wasn't really planning on going, but since they were doing officer elections, it fell into place. And someone mentioned that they needed a public relations officer at the time to do updating on the website. And I was brand new, wasn't planning on it. And my attendant, Lisa, she was like, you can do that. And everyone stopped. And they were like, you can? And I'm like, at the time I was a computer programming major, so I was able to do that. And then I was asked to be president and flatly said no.
I think I coerced you to be president. I think you're being nice with your language. I think you were coerced to be president.
I volunteered to be the interim during the summer and ended up just doing that full time instead. I enjoyed it so much.
So it's really gotten you active on campus and active in different activities.
Yes, stuff that I would never think about doing, I've done.
Now, you're also active in SEMO, so tell us what that stands for and tell us what you've done with that organization.
Okay, that is the Science, Engineering, and Math Majors Organization.
Okay.
I joined it way back in 2004 when I first started because, like I said, I was a computer science major, and I had ended up getting a scholarship from Dr. Parr and that whole group, and she mentioned the club, and so I decided to join, and I've been doing student government liaison work for them this year. So.
Okay. Now tell us about your involvement with LULAC.
LULAC, I started mid-fall. I was at the fall carnival for SEMO, and a person came up to me and told me that I should get involved in LULAC, and I kind of laughed at him at first, you know, and everything. I was like, yeah, right. And then I ended up going and finding out that it was a great fellowship of people. So then this semester we ended up having a change, and they needed a new treasurer. So I was like, I can get the report. If that's all I have to do, I can go get the report. So that's what I ended up doing.
So you've just fallen into, well, and chosen really to be involved with all sorts of organizations here. Now the next question is something that you really wanted to address. You're a special needs student here at the college. What has that experience been like, and what sort of advice would you give to other students?
Well, first off, never take more than you can handle, but don't be afraid to take what you can handle, and realize that more people are willing to help out than you think. And so there have been times that I've been out for a couple of weeks because of wheelchair malfunctions and things, and the clubs move seamlessly without me. So it worked out really well. The main thing is just to get rid of the whole the defeatist attitude that sometimes a person can get when they're stuck in a special situation.
Right.
But, and that took a long time.
Right.
And I've slowly gotten rid of it, and I've pretty much shed it in the last month and a half.
Mm-hmm.
When I first came in, I was all serious business go, and someone told me that you're being way too serious. You're always so serious, and I got offended by that because I'm very laid back otherwise, and so I took the time and just calmed down and realized that I was a part of the community and I could lead also. So just don't take more than you can handle, and you'll do fine.
Okay. That's good advice for anybody. How do you feel about your selection for Hall of Fame?
I was amazed because I was not even anywhere near it a few years ago. I remember coming to Delmar in high school and looking at the pictures and just laughing because that was not me, you know. I think I made a 6 in journalism class in high school and things, and so it was just, you know, it's just amazing to see where everything's gone. It's been really quickly and stuff. And I talked to a friend of mine who I hadn't talked to in 12 years a month ago, and she was like, "What?" She goes, "You used to skip school and hang out with me all the time." I made a life change because I needed to a couple of years ago. I got extremely sick, and I evaluated where my life was going, and so I just decided to work hard and get my grades up. Wasn't really thinking about organizations, and I just got involved. And
so you are now one of those pictures on the wall of the Harvin Center. Forever and ever and ever. Again, congratulations and thanks for stopping by and talking to us. 1 out of 6 Hall of Fame inductees for this year, and out of thousands and thousands of students that we have here at Delmar. So again, congratulations and thanks for being here this evening.
Thank you.
That concludes this edition of Delmar Now. We'd like to recognize 2 other Hall of Fame winners that were unable to be here this evening. Zachary Bibbs, who's an advertising and public relations major, and the other is Yadira Moya. She's an English and history major. Congratulations to all 6 Hall of Fame inductees. We also want to thank you for watching. As always, if you have questions or comments about the show, send an email to now@delmar.edu. We're planning a special summer edition for July. We hope you take the time to watch. Until then, I'm Amy Tilton Jones for Delmar Now. Have a wonderful evening.